Hello and welcome back to the Renewed Mind podcast for yet another episode on matters mental health. With me today, I have a club soda, and I want us to do a demonstration or an illustration of what we are going to talk about today. So I'm going to shake this soda. Let me shake it. As you can see, I'm shaking this soda. So once I shake this soda, you can see that from the inside, it looks like it's just okay. It's just normal. But the moment I try to open this cup, you know what happens? The soda starts erupting from inside. Because why? There's a pressure that has built inside. That shaking has caused something to be disturbed inside. And so the moment I open this cup, something the liquid will erupt and it will spill over. Now, that is from that demonstration and from that illustration, that is now what we are going to that is now what we are going to discuss today. And on to our today's topic, we are going to address the aspect of forgiveness and why forgiveness is important for our mental health. So, dear friend, have a seat and let's talk. This soda, we have seen that the moment that I shake this soda, there's a pressure that accumulates inside. And whatever, like, the effect of that shaking will only be seen once I open this cup, because when I open this cup, the soda will erupt from the inside. Now, that is the same thing that unforgiveness does to us. Imagine, like, you're living your life, and the moment you see a particular person, your mood suddenly changes. Like, you no longer want to be in companies where that person is. You carry a lot of bitterness, a lot of anger. Sometimes you even feel like, I want a revenge to this person. Now imagine that being the whole of your life. There is something that you're building inside. And once this thing is triggered, then now it erupts. And it might erupt as a sort of anger, as a sort of withdrawal from people, resentment, name them. As long as that thing comes to be triggered, then it will erupt. Whatever is inside will erupt. And that is what now unforgiveness does to us. Okay, when we are talking about this topic, we are not like trying to justify that whatever they did was right. No, we acknowledge that whatever they did was wrong, and we acknowledge that it hurt you, yes. But now we are choosing to walk whole. We are choosing to walk mentally okay, mentally fit. And if we choose to walk carrying this unforgiveness, then we keep burdening ourselves. We keep burdening our minds. We keep disturbing our emotions every now and then. Imagine like you just live hating someone. You just live like wanting to not meet them anywhere. So the same way the soda erupts once we open that cup, it's the same way how unforgiveness works. Because in your heart, you feel so much bitterness. In your heart, you feel a lot of revenge. Maybe you're planning on how you're going to revenge to that person. In your heart, there's a lot of anger and so many emotional disturbance that is taking place. And the moment that you choose to work with this unforgiveness, anytime that you're triggered, you can just erupt. Anytime that person shows up, it triggers something in you and it disturbs your emotional well-being. Anytime that you're shaken, like the way we were just shaking the soda, and we see what happens after you shake it, that's exactly what happens to us. And when we choose to carry the burden with us, and for us choosing forgiveness, we are choosing what is going to enslave us. We are choosing what is going to master us. And for our sake, because we want our minds renewed, we want our mind to be okay. That's why we are choosing to let go. And once we choose to let go, we are not showing favor to the other person. We are not nullifying what they did, but we are only benefiting ourselves. We are choosing what benefits us, what we are going to put our energy on. Because in that process of carrying unforgiveness, in that process of carrying that bitterness, you find that we spend a lot of time we spend a lot of energy in that thing, because you're like, most of the time you're like, how am I gonna revenge to this person? This person hurt me. So you find that every time it's like you're thinking about that person. And now your time alone, your time to think about you, your time to build yourself and to make yourself grow, you find that you're losing that time in carrying a burden, in carrying someone else. And unforgiveness, I usually like to look at unforgiveness as a way of being selfish to ourselves. Imagine your inner peace, your inner self, sorry, your inner self craves for peace. Your inner self craves to be happy. But the moment we continue carrying this bitterness, the moment we continue carrying people in our hearts, it's so hard for us to live a happy life. It's so hard for us to have the peace, because we spend a lot of energy thinking about them. And the worst thing is that the moment that these people we are thinking about them, they're just living their life. It might have not like clicked in their minds that they did a wrong thing and they see the need of asking for forgiveness. But for us, we keep carrying that thing in our hearts. We keep going with it everywhere. And unfortunately, it keeps hurting us every now and then. So, in this conversation of today, I am inviting every one of us to see the need of letting go the burden of unforgiveness, the burden, the weight of carrying people in our hearts. We only do harm to ourselves rather than to them, because we spend a lot of energy thinking about them, spend a lot of energy thinking about how we are going to revenge, spend a lot of energy carrying anger, bitterness, and so much disturbances in our minds, which is not okay for you and for me and for you, dear friend. The moment we release that burden and we just let it go and we concentrate on our lives, we mind our own businesses, then that weight, like our hearts become lighter. We are no longer carrying so much burdens. Look at just this illustration. For example, you're carrying a bag of stones, and those stones, they are people who have hurt you. So whenever you're not solving this bitterness, whenever you're not solving this hurt, so in any other case another person comes to hurt you, then the stone is hardened. You go to another place, the stone is hardened. Another person, the stone is hardened. At the end of the day, the stones keep accumulating. The weight continues to become so much until you yourself, you become tired. It drains you. That's how unforgiveness works. And in this world that we are living in, you will meet a lot of people that will hurt you, situations that they will push you in a state where you're colliding a lot with people. It might be your views, they differ from other people. It might be in your job place. It might be in your family. And the moment that now you choose to go having like bitterness everywhere, from the family, from the job, from your friends, everywhere, you carry a burden that is so heavy, a burden that will drain you, a burden that will cost your mental health. And by the time you realize it, you spend a lot of energy. You've forgotten about yourself. You've not given yourself the justice, the peace, the love that they want, because you've chosen to carry that unforgiveness. You've chosen to carry that bitterness. You see, dear friends, the choice is always upon us. For me to decide what is going to stress me, for me to decide what is going to give me joy, for me to decide what I'm gonna like, who am I gonna listen to, who am I gonna give attention to. Imagine giving your attention to someone who even doesn't matter in your life, someone who doesn't even add value to your life. That's how it is. So the choice is upon us to choose who is gonna hurt me, who is gonna like spend my time, who am I gonna give my energy and strength to. You just have to be selfish with yourself. Being self, like you see, like loving yourself looks selfish, because the people who like they want attention from you. The moment they come to you, you're like, no, I cannot allow you into my space to come and interfere with me. I cannot allow you into my space to bring anger into my life. Putting healthy boundaries. So now that's how, like, when you choose to forgive, that's how it becomes. You're no longer choosing how people will dictate your life until, oh, like, this person is going to make me live sad all the time. This person is going to make me live with bitterness, is going to make me live looking for ways of revenge. No, you don't have to be a slave to someone because of what they did to you. Choose for yourself. Give yourself what your dear self wants. And you crave for peace. Your dear self is craving for peace. You're too precious to let bitterness dictate the rest of your life. You're too precious to let unforgiveness and what people did to you dictate the rest of your life. Let go the burden. It's okay they did that to you. And it's so bad that they did it to you. But choose the positive side of it. Choose to let go the burden. Choose to let go what they did for you and choose yourself. You're not doing a favor to them. You're doing a favor to yourself by choosing yourself. Choosing to give your dear self the best of life. Choosing to give yourself joy. Choosing to give yourself peace. Dictating where your energy and where your emotions go to. Allowing your mind to be renewed, your mind to be freed from every sort of bitterness and unforgiveness. That's the love that your dear self wants. To free, to let go of these feelings, of these emotions that burden us. We don't have to let people dictate our life. No, we are so precious. And we have to protect what is within us for us to keep going. So, dear friend, choose to walk completely whole. Let us not see you like from the outside, you look okay, you look calm. Sometimes you just smile to fake a smile, but deep down there is something that is not okay. Let that not be your life. Give yourself an authentic life, a life worth it, a life full of joy and peace. And in case you feel that you don't know how to handle that unforgiveness, you don't know how you are going to let go the bitterness, you can seek support. Therapy is one of the things that I would really encourage each and every one of us who is watching these videos to seek. And in my previous video, I talked about why we need therapy. I gave a testimony of myself and how it has helped me, and I believe it can help you too. So, in a moment where you feel like you don't know where to start, you don't know how to start letting go, you can seek a professional guidance and seek therapy for you to be able at least to get off the burden and to be able to live a life that is free from all those burdens. Thank you everyone for following. This is the Renewed Mind podcast where we measure on matters mental health. We are working towards wholeness and towards living a mentally fit life. Kindly remember to like, to watch, to share, and to subscribe. Keep our work going and keep us like our work impacting more and more people. See you again in yet another episode on Matters Mental Health. My name is Ruth. Have a good day.